enjoyment, pleasure, performance, personal. I've had interviews before where they've asked me like, how was something recorded, where was it recorded, and what do the lyrics mean, and you know, seems to be very concerned about the process of how the music was made, and I think I'd prefer it if that kind of insight was left kind of preserved with me and the band, you know what I mean? And you know, because I think that kind of insight into how we make our music, you know, it doesn't need to be said. It could just remain a little bit of a mystery, although it should be discussed. You know, the process should be discussed, and it is important. I think the audience get far more pleasure out of just like hearing the outcome without any knowledge, you know, of or prior knowledge at all of like what went into the making of it. So yeah, I think that I think the best thing a journalist could ask me would be to just like for them to tell me what they thought of the music, and then just having a discussion like based on what their opinion was. I had this dream when I was a young girl of levitating from my bed, and I span around in a circle a few times, and then I went back, lowered down to the bed very slowly. That's a really vivid dream I remember having, and it stuck with me all my life. And then I've got another dream which is like more recently. I don't really know if it's a nightmare or a dream. It's probably a little bit of both, and it's just of having a conversation. Well, it's just like having a conversation at length with a deceased loved one, and then you wake up in the morning and it feels like you were there with them, and that you've resolved things, and then all of a sudden you realise they're not, you know, it was only a dream. But yeah, I think I do that with my writing as well. I'd more definitely do it. I sometimes see it as an opportunity to connect with the deceased loved one, and enter my subconscious. And I think it's a brave thing to do as a writer, because there's a lot of juicy content there, but it is, you know, there's a risk involved in doing it because it can be quite painful. The things I'd like to take with me would be a lamp, a torch of some kind, some matches, something that I could use to help me see in the dark, because when I have had a near-death experience and it was quite dark, so I'd like to be able to see in the dark. So yeah, I'd take those devices with me. I might take some jasmine flowers with me as well to give to the gods. Some oil, some perfumed oil maybe to anoint myself with. Yeah, that's what I take with me. It's slow.